Depth of the quiet. Chapter 35. Cherish those still in your life. Reclaiming connection, presence, and love that remains. One of the quiet tragedies of estrangement is how it narrows your vision to focus only on the person who left. Your heart becomes fixated on the closed door, the missing chair, the empty place in every moment. This is not weakness, this is grief. But in the shadow of that grief, it becomes easy to overlook the people who are still here. The ones who show up, reach out, ask how you are, choose you, value you, and love you without confusion or condition. This chapter is about remembering them, cherishing them, letting their presence matter as much as the absence that wounded you. Because even in loss, you are still surrounded by people who want to share life with you. And they deserve more than the leftover pieces of your heart. Pain has a way of blinding you to what remains. Estrangement is consuming. It dominates your thoughts, your emotions, your routines, your sense of identity. It becomes the loudest thing in every room. So loud, in fact, that it can drown out the quieter, steadier love that still exists around you. Friends, siblings, your partner, a neighbor who checks in, a colleague who truly sees you, a grandchild from another branch of the family, a cousin who remembers your heart accurately, a friend who becomes family, someone who invites you into their world even as yours has shattered. You don't overlook them intentionally. You overlook them because grief narrows focus to the wound. But connection still exists, and you are still needed, still valued, still loved by people who remain. Cherishing those who stay does not betray the one who left. Many estranged parents feel guilty when they invest energy into relationships that are still alive. They fear that allowing joy with those who remain somehow diminishes the love for the one who is gone. But cherishing those who stayed does not betray the one who left. It simply honors the truth. Your heart is big enough for both grief and love, both absence and presence, both longing and gratitude. Loving those still in your life does not mean the estranged child matters less. It means your heart is learning to expand again instead of shrink around the wound. Those who stay are often the ones who know your heart the best. After estrangement, you may feel misunderstood, rejected, or misrepresented by the narrative your child created or adopted. But there are people who still see you clearly. People who remember your softness, your humor, your sacrifices, your integrity, your gentleness, your history, your intentions, your humanity, your flaws in context, not exaggeration, your complexity, not caricature. These are the relationships that reflect back your true self instead of the distorted version you were cast as. Cherish these people. They are the mirrors that keep your identity grounded. They remind you that you are not the villain the estrangement made you feel like. The people still in your life. Offer something you need, reciprocity. Estrangement is one-sided. You reach out, they do not respond. You try, they push you away. You soften, they harden. You grieve, they move on without you. This imbalance drains you. But the relationships still present in your life offer something estrangement cannot. Reciprocity. Reciprocal relationships give warmth, affirmation, stability, companionship, appreciation, consistency, mutual care, emotional safety. These are the relationships where you don't beg to be understood. You don't perform to be accepted. You don't shrink to avoid conflict. You simply exist, and it is enough. Cherish those who give back what you offer. Reciprocity is a healing force. Cherishing those who stay helps dismantle the lie that you are alone. Estrangement often whispers, you are unwanted, you are unloved, you are replaceable, you deserve this. You have no one, but this is a lie told by pain. The truth is, you are surrounded by people who want to know you, support you, laugh with you, share life with you, and walk alongside you. Their presence is a quiet antidote to the loneliness estrangement creates. These relationships don't erase the loss, but they counterbalance it. Cherishing them reminds you that love still exists in your life today. When you cherish those who stay, you build a life not defined by who left. Your identity is not solely that of the wounded parent. Your story does not end with the chapter of estrangement. The relationships remaining in your life are not consolation prizes. They are pillars, they are anchors, they are blessings, they are resources, they are reminders that life still wants your presence. When you cherish those who stay, you begin shifting your center of gravity away from the wound and toward the world that is still yours. You begin living again in connection instead of only in loss. Cherishing others helps you heal the parts of you estrangement tried to silence. When you invest in the people who remain, your laughter returns, your confidence grows, your sense of worth stabilizes, your voice strengthens, your emotional world expands, your heart becomes less fragile, your identity becomes less dependent on reconciliation. You feel human again. You feel loved again. You feel connected again. You feel like yourself again. Not the version of you that grief carved out, but the version of you that was always there beneath the ache. This is how cherishing others becomes part of your healing. Those who stay become the circle that carries you forward. Life after estrangement is not carried alone. It is carried by the friend who calls on your hardest days, the partner who refuses to let you spiral, the sibling who knows your heart, the coworker who brings you coffee, the grandchild who lights up your world, the neighbor who checks in, the cousin who remembers the real you, the community you build intentionally. This is your circle. These are your people. These are the ones who stand beside you not because they have to, but because they choose to. Cherish them, value them, love them, let them love you. They are part of the forward path, not replacing what was lost, but supporting what remains. Why this chapter matters. Estrangement tries to shrink your world to the size of a single missing relationship. But cherishing those who stay reminds you that your life is still full of connection. Your story is still unfolding. You are still surrounded by love. You are still wanted. You are still valued. You still matter to so many relationships outside the estrangements can be nourishing and meaningful. Your heart has not lost its place in the world. This chapter matters because it shifts you from the identity of the abandoned parent to the identity of the connected human being still surrounded by love. Estrangement took something from you, something precious and irreplaceable, but it did not take everything. Cherish those still in your life. They are part of your healing, part of your peace, part of your resilience, part of your future, part of your story. And they remind you, in ways you may not always see, that love has not left your life. Not entirely, not ever. If this chapter resonated with you, you're welcome to like and subscribe to Depth of the Quiet. This space is here for you to return to whenever you need it. Whether that's in a quiet moment during the day or in the middle of the night when your thoughts feel heavier than usual. If you feel comfortable, you're invited to share your reflections or experiences in the comments. Your voice may help another parent feel less alone in what they're going through. And if today isn't a day for interaction, that's completely okay. There is never any pressure here, only space, steadiness, and support as you move at your own pace. If you would like to go deeper, you can explore Depth of the Quiet by Latina Venus Sideroff, available in paperback and Kindle on Amazon. For spouses and partners supporting an estranged parent. Standing Beside the Broken by Stas Sidorov, also available on Amazon. Thank you for being here. Take care of yourself, gently. You are always welcome in this space.